You're such a sweetheart.
Love you. And I think I realized just how not great things were, that I was pretending they were great. And it's been hard, but it's been good, and I'm very happy with where I am now. I'm not lesbian, I'm queer.
You are?
And I think that's really cool.
You are.
I'm switching letters!
You're a queer bitch.
Okay, wait. Did JoJo Siwa really just cheat on her girlfriend on national TV? And not just any TV. We're talking about Big Brother UK, with the cameras rolling 24/7, messy confessions flying, and an actual live breakup that had fans screaming, "Turn the cameras off." And y'all, when I tell you the internet is in shambles, I mean stan Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and even JoJo's mama had to log in and do damage control. This drama has everything. A PR-friendly love story turned emotionally bankrupt. A reality TV awakening that low-key looked like a self-sabotage. A fan-favorite girlfriend who got left at the after party like yesterday's glitter. And yes, a possible situationship with a British himbo that no one saw coming. So sit tight, because in this video, we're breaking down the public crash out of JoJo Siwa's relationship with Kath, the shady timeline, the emotional wreckage on Big Brother, and how fans think JoJo cheated emotionally, if not physically. So JoJo Siwa just blew the roof off Celebrity Big Brother UK. And not because she won a single challenge, no, it's what went down after the camera stopped rolling that got fans gagging and low-key dragging. Picture it. Big Brother ends, JoJo struts out of the house after a whole flirty, eyebrow-raising, are they or aren't they stint with Chris Hughes, and instead of going home to Kath Ebbs, her actual girlfriend at the time, she hits up the rap party and drops a breakup bomb mid-confetti. Like, y'all. Even the champagne was still bubbling. Now, here is where it gets juicy. JoJo quickly tried to smooth things over on her ITV This Morning interview, acting like the breakup just happened, like she didn't plan it, it just flowed out of her mouth like a random lyric. She made it sound like she misplaced a lip gloss, not a whole person. But the internet, they clocked it instantly. One fan straight up said what everyone was thinking. Let's face it, they won't stay together more than 6 months anyways, and she'll find somebody else because that's who she is. Not the track record dragging her like that. And another commenter didn't hold back at all. Speaking of karma, he's not interested in her romantically and never was. She dumped her GF for him and won't get him. LOL. Like, are we watching JoJo's flop era in real time? The way that fans are piecing this together, it's giving emotional cheating. Like, okay, JoJo didn't physically leave Kath for Chris, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, she was already checked out the door by week 2 of Big Brother. But the breakup tea doesn't stop there. JoJo dropped a little cryptic grenade when she said there were countless things in the relationship with Kath that she realized she didn't have to tolerate. She didn't go into all the dirty deets yet, but the wording, it's giving she had receipts in her mental notes app. She said the show gave her time to reflect, and apparently she saw some things that made her go, wait a minute, why am I putting up with this? And let's be real, being stuck in a house with no phone, no TikTok, and no distractions, that'll make you think hard about your whole life. Like, are you even happy? Are you being real with yourself, or are you just dating someone because the pics on Instagram are cute?
If I stay longer than 4 days, you won't be gay anymore. I'll tie you up.
You can't say that, Mickey.
Have a good cry, because that's you getting a bit of your anger and frustration out as well.
She even admitted that once she got out of the house, she felt this urgency to fix her life. Fix it fast. Like she had been holding her breath for 20 days and finally exhaled straight into a breakup. And honestly, that's not just a breakup, that's a cleansing. A whole spiritual reset. Okay, now this is where JoJo started speaking like a woman reborn, like she just came out of a reality show cocoon as her final evolved form. So after the breakup dust settled, JoJo hit the interview circuit saying she's finally in her selfish era. She's talking about loving herself, learning what she actually wants in life and relationships, and realizing that she's been pouring into other people's cups while her own was empty. Deep. right?
I knew as soon as I got out, I wanted to fix things in my life.
Do you mean your relationship?
That is one of them. They straight up asked me if I was happy, and I said no.
Went to the after party and was dumped.
But what really had fans raising eyebrows was when she said she's discovering new layers of her identity. Like, she is still figuring out who she is when she's not trying to make everyone else comfortable. Now, that's valid, but also convenient timing. No? Like, she enters the house, gets close to a guy, Chris Hughes, we're coming for you next, and suddenly she's realizing her needs aren't being met? Fans are calling it a rebirth, and some are calling it damage control. Either way, JoJo's embracing her own storyline and leading hard into the solo girl era. Now, let's get to the man in the room. So JoJo and Chris Hughes got real close inside the house. We're talking sleepovers, long talks, physical cuddles, giggly banter, inside jokes, the whole situationship starter pack. And the fans were clocking it in real time. TikToks were going viral, like, is JoJo lowkey crushing on Chris? Some people even accused her of emotional cheating. And the crazy part, she kind of admitted it without fully admitting it. She said she was falling in love with who she was becoming, but that it might have looked like she was falling in love with someone else. And poor Kath, watching the whole thing go down from home. Imagine being the girlfriend stuck outside the house, watching your boo fall into giggle fits every time Chris walks by. Yeah. Fans said that part alone would have sent them spiraling. And let's not forget, JoJo is famously queer and Chris is very famously not. So now everyone is asking, was this just a friendship? Was it deeper? Or did JoJo catch feelings that she's still not ready to admit? Now, this part right here is where JoJo really cracked open emotionally, and honestly, it deserves a soft moment. There was a scene on Big Brother where JoJo had an on-camera breakdown while talking to Danny Beard, and that's when she let it all out. She revealed that she no longer identified as a lesbian and instead now identifies as queer.
I've always told myself I'm a lesbian, but I think being here, I realized, oh no, I'm not a lesbian.
JoJo Siwa experiencing an awakening in front of the cameras inside the celebrity Big Brother house.
I'm not lesbian, I'm queer.
Some fans lovingly dubbed it as switching letters, not in a shady way, but like a recognition that sexuality is fluid. JoJo basically said, hey, I'm learning more about myself and it doesn't all fit into one label anymore. And honestly, that is a real thing. Growth isn't linear, and a lot of people in the LGBTQ+ community saw themselves in that moment. One fan even said they don't need to explain anything. She doesn't need to fully know what her sexuality is, just live life and be happy. But of course, not everyone saw it that way. Now, let's be real. This revelation happened on reality TV in the middle of a public breakup after a very flirty connection with a straight man. And for some people, that combo just felt off. That was when Kelly Osbourne discourse came back around. You know, the one where she said some people pretend to be lesbians to seem edgy for attention? Yeah, people dragged her for that at the time because you can't police how someone experiences their identity, but JoJo's moment kinda reopened that whole debate. One commenter went all in. The trouble is that everything Siwa does appears to be a gimmick. I mean, she did this on a reality show, and the part that really shook the table, I think some gatekeeping is necessary. Ultimately, she's harming the community she's claiming to be a part of. Harsh, maybe, but it just shows how divided people are on JoJo's big identity moment. Like, yes, this could be her genuinely figuring herself out in real time, and that is powerful. But fans can't help but ask, did this revelation help her grow, or is it just to serve as a plot twist for views? Then there's those asking if this awakening played a role in her breakup. Like, was JoJo stepping away from Kath because she was stepping into a new identity that didn't quite match their dynamic anymore? It's giving, it's not you, it's my self-discovery. Now, this part had people clutching their pearls and checking Chris Hughes' Instagram like it was a crime scene. After weeks of speculation, eye contact, whispering in corners, that undeniable body language on the Big Brother live feeds, JoJo and Chris finally addressed their little thing out in public. They sat down for a soft-spoken, well-lit PR moment on ITV's This Morning, and JoJo hits us with the phrase that launched 1,000 fan theories. It's a soul mate friendship.
I'm very happy with where I am now. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that I had you in there for support and for comfort, because even though you didn't know what was going on in my brain, you were still obviously are.
Like, what does that even mean? Are y'all together, or are you just trauma bonding over the reality TV haze? Chris nodded along, calling JoJo a deeply inspiring person, and the whole segment was giving slow burn rom-com meets damage control. They both insisted nothing romantic is happening yet, but let's be real, the fans were side-eyeing that body language like, not y'all giving friends who kiss energy. It may be platonic now, but that's the kind of tension that doesn't stay PG forever, no matter how many times they say, just friends. When the internet is on fire, who do you call? Mama Jess Siwa, and y'all, she came in like a seasoned publicist with a Canva template and a dream. While JoJo was still locked in that Big Brother house, Mama Jess was posting inspirational quotes, wellness checks, and subtle messages about growth and self-discovery and mental health journeys. No direct mention of Kath, no hint of Chris, just vague enough to not get sued and just clear enough to let the fans know this breakup is real, the rebrand is in motion, and we're moving forward. Now that the dust has mostly settled, the question on everyone's mind is simple. Was this a glow up or a PR crash out? JoJo says she's focused on living authentically, even if that means being alone. She hasn't confirmed anything romantic with Chris yet, but she's clearly opened the door to new beginnings. She's evolved from sparkly teen icon to complicated queer adult, navigating heartbreak, self-discovery, and public scrutiny in real time. Some fans say she's growing up, doing the inner hard work, and shedding the old image. Others think she's spiraling, blowing up her own legacy for the sake of clout, chaos, and a mid-reality show rebrand. So whether you see it as a glow up or a crash out, one thing is for sure. She is not going back to who she was, and maybe that's the point. But now I want to know what y'all think, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and while you're at it, smash that like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.